She lifted her own crotch. Kelly shared with an emotional chuckle, recognizing that to many, this might not seem significant. But for pet owners who have cared for aging dogs, they knew exactly what she meant. Small moments, big meaning. For weeks, Kelly had watched Chewie slow down. The once lively pup, who brought so much joy into their home, had become lethargic and unresponsive to many of her usual habits. Seeing her regain even a small part of her independence was a massive step forward. She started self-cleaning, and then she curled up next to me and cuddled. Kelly continued. Then she did her thing where she edges me off the bed little by little all night, so I wind up sort of falling off the bed. This seemingly small act meant the world to Kelly. The quirks that had once been slightly annoying, like being pushed to the very edge of the bed, were now cherished reminders of the Chewie she had always known. It had been so long since she acted like herself, Kelly added, her voice filled with relief. Mark Consuelos and the power of presence. Mark Consuelos, Kelly's longtime husband and co-host, also shared his own touching moment with Chewie. She woke me up at 5 a.m. wanting to go outside, Mark shared, and I just sat there with her for a little while. These are fleeting moments, so I just try to appreciate the time we have. The couple has come to understand that each moment with Chewie is precious. The future remains uncertain, but for now, they are choosing to embrace every moment they have left. Navigating the difficult decision, when is it time? Kelly Ripa has openly admitted to struggling with the moral dilemma every pet owner eventually faces. When is it time to say goodbye? She has spoken about how heartbreaking it has been to witness Chewie's decline, and how difficult it is to determine if she is suffering. Many pet owners face this painful decision, and it is never easy. According to veterinarians, there are several signs to watch for when determining an aging pet's quality of life. Pain and discomfort. If an animal appears to be in constant pain despite medical intervention, it may be time to consider their overall quality of life. Loss of enjoyment. If a pet no longer engages in the activities they once loved, it may indicate a significant decline in well-being. Difficulty eating and drinking. When a pet struggles to eat or drink, their body may be shutting down. Lack of mobility. Struggling to move, frequent falls, or inability to stand can be signs that an animal is suffering. Incontinence and hygiene issues. When a pet can no longer control their bodily functions or clean themselves, it may indicate a deteriorating quality of life. Kelly's recent update has given her hope, but she is acutely aware that these small victories do not erase the inevitable. She and Mark are navigating this road with careful thought, love, and deep consideration for what is best for Chewie. The emotional toll of saying goodbye. The heartbreak of losing a pet is something nearly every pet owner can relate to. For many, the grief of losing a beloved companion is just as intense as losing a human family member. Studies have shown that pet loss can trigger profound grief, often leading to feelings of loneliness, sadness, and even depression. For those who have shared their lives with an animal for years, their absence can feel overwhelming. One of the hardest aspects of preparing for the inevitable is knowing that no amount of love can stop time. Kelly and Mark are savoring the moments they have left, finding solace in the love they continue to share with Chewie, cherishing the time left. While the future remains uncertain, one thing is clear: Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are dedicated to giving Chewie the love and care she deserves in her final years. Pet owners across the world can relate to their journey. Many have faced the difficult decision of letting go, and others are currently navigating the same heartbreaking path. But for now, Kelly and Mark are focused on the present, on the cuddles, the small victories, and the quiet moments that mean everything. Have you ever had to navigate the journey of caring for an aging pet? What advice would you offer Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos as they continue to care for Chewie? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Kelly Ripa has been raw and honest about her struggle with knowing how to handle an aging dog. Now, she gives fans an update on her and Mark Consuelo's elderly dog, Chewie. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo's have decisions ahead. Many fans know that Live with Kelly and Mark host Kelly Ripa has been tortured by the decision of what to do for her sweet elderly dog, Chewie. In response, producer Michael Gelman has been very supportive of helping Mark Consuelos and Kelly through this tough time. After she initially told fans Chewie wasn't doing well, many fans sent advice about the difficult journey they were on. But Kelly gave fans an update on Chewie during the January 29 episode of Live. Immediately, she reassured everyone that first and foremost, Chewie was okay, but something remarkable happened. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, Live with Kelly and Mark. Kelly Ripa gives update on elderly dog Chewie's health. On air, Live host Kelly Ripa brought up her adorable Chewie and gave fans an update on her health. Surprisingly, Kelly was happy to report Chewie was acting more like herself than she had in weeks. She proclaimed Chewie did something extraordinary, but followed it by saying it wouldn't sound that way to many people. However, she added, "If you're a pet owner, you know." Kelly proceeds to say the night before, she lifted her own crotch. Kelly Ripa's elderly dog, Chewie, Live with Kelly and Mark. Since Kelly has watched her dog slow down drastically, this was a huge encouragement. Furthermore, she said it was a massive thing. Kelly adds, "She started self-cleaning, and then she curled up next to me and cuddled and started doing her thing where she edges me off the bed little by little all night. So I wound up sort of falling off the bed. Even if it can be slightly annoying, Kelly was so glad to see her little dog return to her normalcy." Kelly says, "But I didn't care, because it had been so long that she acted like herself. Cherish the moments." Likewise, Live host Mark Consuelos echoed that he spent some quality time with Chewie at 5 a.m. when she wanted outside to go to the bathroom. He understands these are fleeting moments and just tries to appreciate the time he has with Chewie. Before this, Kelly Ripa had talked about how heartbreaking it has been not knowing what to do. She doesn't want Chewie to suffer. Since her small quirks haven't been present, it is difficult for Kelly to see her deteriorate. Have you seen an aging animal go through similar stages? Do you know what Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos should expect from here? Are you glad they are updating the live audience? Drop your comments below. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos face heart-wrenching decisions about their elderly dog, Chewie. For pet lovers, the bond with a furry companion is nothing short of extraordinary. It's an unbreakable connection, filled with years of love, companionship, and unwavering loyalty. But with that bond comes a heart-wrenching reality: watching them age. Live with Kelly and Mark host Kelly Ripa has been incredibly candid about her struggle with handling an aging pet. Now, she provides fans with an update on Chewie, the beloved elderly dog she shares with her husband, Mark Consuelos. A difficult journey, the emotional toll of caring for an aging pet. For months, Kelly Ripa has been openly grappling with the tough decisions surrounding Chewie's health. Any pet owner who has ever had to navigate these painful waters knows the emotional turmoil involved. When a beloved dog begins to slow down, when their once playful energy dwindles, and when everyday tasks become increasingly difficult, the question looms: how do you know when it's time to let go? Kelly has spoken extensively on Live with Kelly and Mark about how agonizing this process has been for her and Mark Consuelos. Producer Michael Gelman has been a supportive voice behind the scenes, helping the couple navigate this difficult time. Viewers of the show have also rallied around them, sending an outpouring of support and advice. During a previous episode, Kelly shared that Chewie had been struggling significantly, leading her to question what the right course of action would be. Fans resonated with her honesty, flooding her with messages of encouragement and their own experiences with aging pets. But in a recent update, Kelly surprised everyone with unexpected news. Chewie had experienced a remarkable shift. Ripa shares encouraging news about Chewie. On the January 29 episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, Kelly brought up Chewie once again. But this time, her tone was different. Instead of the sadness that had previously accompanied her updates, Kelly's words carried a newfound hope. To the relief of many, she reassured the audience that Chewie was doing okay. But then, she revealed something unexpected. Chewie had displayed behavior that, while seemingly ordinary, was extraordinary in the context of her.